Hello, I'm Vanessa, and I'm on a mission to read the 50 greatest American novels. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Sometimes, to understand the place you're in, you have to sail to the other side of the world. My journey started over a year ago when I watched the film The Whale. I absolutely loved it, and it's lived in the back of my mind ever since. In that film, the main character Charlie's most cherished possession is an essay his daughter wrote about Moby Dick. I knew after watching that movie, I had to read that book. Through my recent work with Internal Family Systems, or IFS, I realized that I have an inner Charlie. He's the part of me that prefers the safety of my home, keeping the world at a distance so I can't get hurt. Picking up Moby Dick wasn't just about reading an American classic. It was about opening a door into Charlie's apartment. I'll be honest, I was intimidated. Moby Dick is a mountain of a book. I tried reading War and Peace last year, one chapter each night, but I fell asleep in the trenches. So I tried something new, which I called the Morning Chunker. 10 pages a day, every morning, before my day even got going. This habit turned a slog of a novel into a short morning blog post from 1851 that I actually looked forward to each day. Melville's style blew me away. It's like Shakespeare decided to start a Substack about whaling. One minute, he's describing a theatrical scene from a play, and the next, he's giving you a detailed manual on how to skin a giant mammal. I struggled, relied heavily on spark notes, and I lived in the notes at the back of the book. And yet, I loved it. I loved the humor, the dry wit of Ishmael, and surprisingly, I ate up the technical chapters. I wanted to know everything about the knots, the oil, and the anatomy. Before I started, I fell down a YouTube rabbit hole of Nantucket history. These men lived on wooden islands for years at a time, surviving on little more than salt beef and hope. Seeing the grainy footage of actual whalers, barefoot, coated in soot, rendering blubber over open fires, it made me realize my hard days are nothing compared to what they endured. It grounded the poetry of the novel in a grainy reality and changed my perspective. It also made Ahab's obsession feel even more visceral. But I found Ahab strangely relatable. Ahab isn't just a captain. He's the personification of a passion gone too far. How many of us have charged headfirst into a project or a relationship, hitting obstacle after obstacle, and stayed the course way past the point of sanity? Persistence might be a virtue, but sometimes dignity is found in giving up on a lost cause. heart of the book for me was found in the GAMs, the meetings between ships. There's the Samuel Enderby, where the captain lost an arm to Moby Dick, but chose to laugh it off and stay sane. And then there's the Rachel. I actually cried when Stubb realized the captain of the Rachel had lost his son at sea, but Ahab's response was the ultimate tragedy. When the captain begged Ahab for his help, he said, "Even now I lose time." He was so blinded by his mission, he lost his humanity. After finishing the novel, I watched the film adaptation starring Gregory Peck. Honestly, it was just okay. It didn't quite match the atmosphere captured in Melville's writing. However, then I read the original play, The Whale, by Samuel D. Hunter. I was glad to see that the film adaptation of The Whale stayed very close to the play, and seeing those scenes again on the page, especially Charlie reading his daughter's essay, hit so much harder after having actually read Melville's work. I finally understood what Charlie's daughter meant when she claimed those technical chapters were a way to save us from the author's sad story. I certainly didn't get everything in this first read, and that's okay. This isn't really a book review, it's just one woman's journey. I started with Charlie's isolation, followed Ahab's obsession, and ended with Ishmael's survival. I gave this book 4 stars, only because it was really challenging to read at times. But I do plan to read it again, and I won't stop thinking about it for a very long time. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, read well and often.